Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah. Thank you for joining me for sprints today. We are going to do, hold on a second, technical difficulties. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. I forgot to hit mute. We're going to do 30-minute sprints today. So what is everybody working on? I am working on my romanticy project that has sort of taken over my life, and I'm just rolling with it because sometimes you just need to go where the muse takes you. So let's jump over to the comments. Let's see. Hello, Ginny. Hello, Mel. Hey, Jesse. And Nicole made it on time. Yay. Everybody's proud of Nicole. Let's see. Yeah, I got some coffee. Gold stars for Nicole for making it on time. Yes, we are the best, but so are you, Nick. Okay, so Nicole is jumping in with what I'm doing during the sprint in advance. Sadly, it's not writing, but it will be. First up, putting on adult clothes. That's always good. Second, reading my 10 assigned pages in advance first. Awesome. I am loving that book so much, y'all. So much. I'm going to read a chapter maybe when we're done with sprints. I don't know, either that or later this afternoon. And Nicole says it's a whopping 44 degrees here today as a high. So I'm ready to ride the spring energy. Yeah, it's supposed to be like, it was almost 60 here yesterday. I was like, where am I? So that was nice. It's going to be kind of warm this week. And then maybe, I don't know, cool off again next week. But we're going to go with the warmth. And whoops, I moved the comments. There we go. Jenny says, what is this adult clothes you speak of? Yeah, right. I'm sitting here in yoga pants and a sweatshirt type thing. And Nicole says to Jenny, it's allegedly pants that don't have a drawstring on them. Who knew? Dude, no drawstring? I don't know about all that. Jenny, well, hell, guess I don't qualify then. It's fine. Everything's fine. I think that's like my motto this year. It's fine. Everything's fine. Nicole says, hey, it's 10 a.m. Do you know where your thumbs are? Give the stream a like. Thank you, Nicole. Jenny says, by the way, 71 here today. So door and windows are open. That is amazing. I could definitely do some 71. And that's Fahrenheit. I'm not mathy enough to know what that translates to Celsius, but like, I think you take half plus something. I don't know. It just confounds me. Mel says trying to get this rough draft finished is like pulling teeth. I feel that. I feel that so hard. That is why draft of book 5 is on pause because I just could not. Jenny says, divine games for me. I just can't get this bar brawl written correctly. Oh, yeah. I don't know if this works for you, but when I'm struggling with a fight scene or something or need to coordinate something, I go find episodes of shows or movies that have really good scenes. Like I was trying to do a rescue scene, so I Googled like the 10 best rescue scenes on TV shows, and I ended up watching a few Walking Dead episodes and a Chicago PD episode and something else, and it really helped. So maybe you could try that. Just a thought. Let's see. Jesse says, ooh, jellyfish, pretty. Hopping into edits. Awesome. Mel, it's 5 Fahrenheit. Oh, that's cold. What is that in Celsius? Negative I don't know. Like I said, Fahrenheit to Celsius conversion just confounds me. Hey, Rita, how are you today? Nicole says to Jenny, that's so strange. You're the queen of bar brawls. Yeah. Oh, good. I hope. Good luck. It works for me. It works really well for me. Negative 15. Holy wow. That is cold. Yeah, Jesse. What's a Jesse? I don't know, but I know a Jesse. Jesse says cold AF in Celsius. Yes. All right, y'all, let's jump into our first sprint. I'm going to try and get some words done. Nicole says Jenny has some stories. Ooh, we might need to have a conversation or something, Jenny. You need to fill us in. All right, let's do 30 minutes. I will see y'all on the other side. Okay, everyone, that was our first 30-minute sprint. How did you do? I am trying to, when I started writing this romantasy, I started writing it in third person present. And I decided about 50, 10 chapters in that I did not like that. So now I'm going back and changing it to first person past tense. So let's jump over to the comments. Where did I leave off? There we go. So according to Nicole, Jenny has some stories, y'all. Jenny, who me? I'm sweet and innocent. Yeah, right. Just like the rest of us, I'm sure. Nicole said Jenny put a dude through a table. For real? We need to talk. Brandy, hello. Jenny says you knock a guy out one time and everyone remembers. Yeah, they do. And Nick says Jenny is her violent hero. Oh, you guys. Kay's here. And Brandy, I didn't see you sneak in originally. Sorry about that. You're the best. Mel says, had to do some adulting, so no words yet. Yeah, I got to do adulting this afternoon. Probably should start this morning after sprints, but I don't know. I might wait till after lunch. Hey, Inka, how are you? What are you working on today? And Nicole says, back early, got clothes on in case Obama knocks on the door today. And read my 10 pages. This book is so awesome. It is. She's talking about Fans First by Jesse Cole, the Savannah Bananas guy. It is such a good book. Just reading it makes me smile. I cannot wait to implement some of these things in my own writing and with Nicole and Two of Crohn's things. It's going to be amazing. Nick says hi to Inka. Jesse says, got a good chunk of the chapter sorted out and chugging along. Awesome. Rita says, hubby's watching the Olympics, so no morning TV for me. I'm critiquing for a friend. I have 4 chapters to read today. Maybe I should have started earlier. I feel that. Yeah, Inka, that's kind of how we're all feeling. But Jenny, we want to hear about the bar fights. You got to tell us. Okay, so what is everybody going to do in the next sprint? I am going to continue changing POV. Man, this takes forever. But that's my plan. And then I have a stack of mail to get through for my mother and myself, bills to pay, tax documents to collect and get to various accountants since I'm handling my mom's taxes this year and my uncle's taxes. And my husband, thankfully, is doing our taxes. But yeah, it's a lot. Brandy says I need to take the doggo out. That's always a good thing to do. And Inka just got my extended epilogue back from my editor, so I'll be working on that. Awesome. Yeah, so I don't know. There may be another cup of coffee in my future. I've had 2. So I might do a third. I don't know. Probably going to do a third. I need to make some cold brew too, but I got lazy and decided I didn't feel like grinding beans yesterday, so I've just been drinking K-cups. Those are what my husband usually drinks. Nicole says, Kay says, I'm still working on waking up from my nap. Oh, good. I'm glad you took a nap. I heard you say in someone else's sprints earlier that you had been up since like 1 a.m., I think. So I'm really glad you got a nap. Nicole said, next sprint, I will be doing my grammar homework, adding a post on the Two of Crohn's IG, and then jumping into drafting my short stories. Yeah, y'all, if you haven't checked out the Crohn's Instagram account, I suggest you do. Things are happening. Let's see if I can. Oh, good. The link. First one that comes up when I start typing in Instagram, because I don't do my own Instagram, but I'm all about the Crohn's Instagram. So here's the link to the Two of Crohn's Instagram. Check things out. Things are happening in Crohnsville. All right. We have about 37 seconds left. Let's see. Halfroon, hello. How are you? And yeah, Kay, 1 a.m. That's rough. Jenny says, we may have to do a chat in Discord. The story is long. Here for it. Whenever. Here for it. I posted the Instagram's Crohn. The Crohn's Instagram. If you're not following, highly recommend you follow us. Nicole says, we've been keeping secrets, but they're all coming out into the open on Friday. Yeah, stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned. Ginny says also depends on what story Nick is talking about. There really is more than one. Not that I'm violent, but I did work in bars, so I get it. Me too. Sometimes you have to get a little forceful with some of those people when they don't want to leave. Inka says I used to work in a pub and had to kick out a squatty one night, and he fell down the stairs when I pushed him out the door. It was an accident, but apparently he was only hanging around. Working up the nerve to ask me out. We went on a couple of dates, and then the second time he fell. Oh my gosh, he fell out a window. Inka, Kate and Nicole, and Inka says he was a bit too accident prone for me. Yeah, definitely. All right, I'm gonna reset the timer and see y'all in 30. Okay, that was our second sprint. How did y'all do? I chatted with a friend and got a few words written slash retensified. I don't know. What do you call it when you're changing your tense? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Y'all know what I mean. Let's see. Mel got 957 words. It just flowed. Now to go back and finish the 2 scenes I jumped ahead on, and it will be done. That is so exciting. I know you've been so eager to get this finished. So, yay. And Mama Maggie's here. Hello, hello. How are you today, Maggie? What you working on? Angela, hello, hello. Angela says to Inka, is he now in a story somewhere? Oh, yeah. Is he? That would be so fun. 10th shift. There you go. Thank you, Nicole. Ginny got 566 words into the brawl. Things are getting insane. Magic and ale being tossed everywhere. Fun. Jesse finished the chapter. Good to be moving again. Awesome. And Rita says the first chapter finished and I fed the cats. Moving to the next chapter. That's awesome. Yeah, so I'm still working on 10 shifts. Nicole says also, I didn't complete my grammar because this lesson is actually learning who versus whom, and I'm going to need a minute. LOL. Yeah, that one gets me all the time, like all the time. So, okay, I am going to continue on with the romantasy in the next sprint. Then I'm going to have to be doing some adulting, but thankfully there are lots of sprints today because it's the under 1K marathon. I printed the link up to the top. Let's see. I don't see it. Let me just pop it in here again. So there are sprints happening all day, every day. Here's the link. Oops, I'm in the wrong thing. I'm trying to make the link work on YouTube. There we go. I need to be in StreamYard for that. So here's the link for the under 1K marathon. Kay has been participating in that. Mel, I think you're participating in that too. Rita, are you? And Mama Maggie, I think you are too, right? So lots of our friends are participating in the marathon. Let's show them some support by going and liking their streams and saying hi and maybe subscribing if you feel like you're vibing with them. So yeah, that's what's happening over here. Maggie says co-hosting and modding. Okay, yeah. And Inka says he's not in any of my books, but his antics are, along with the guy who bought his house chickens along on our date. Inka, yeah, you really know how to pick them. That's a story I would like to hear over drinks sometime. That sounds like one of those. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So, what is everybody else going to get up to in our last sprint? I don't know. I don't know. Did I tell y'all I'm going to serialize this romantasy project? And I'm trying to decide between Patreon and Substack, but I'm leaning towards Substack right now for various reasons, although Patreon is kind of trying to woo me away. But yeah, so I'm going to be serializing that on Substack, maybe Patreon. I'm very excited about that. And I'm also thinking I'm going to read it aloud on YouTube. So nervous about that, but we'll see. All right. Jesse says, yay, can't wait to read it. Yay, can't wait for you to read it. It's my first time writing like true romantasy. So I'm excited. It's inspired by the Norse gods, y'all. I'm excited about it. Anyway, all right. So we have less than a minute left in the break. I might go ahead and just start the timer because we're not chatting as much as we were, which is totally cool. We're all busy. So I'm going to go ahead and start the timer, and I'll throw some links in so you can portal hop to other streams. Nicole says yes to serialized stories. All of mine are serialized short story collections from here. It's time for a change. Yeah. Oh, I found some great Substack resources too, Nicole. If you're thinking about doing it there, I will send them to you. All right. Let's get back to it. I'm going to start the timer and throw some portal hop links in for y'all, and I'll see you on the other side of 30. Sorry, y'all. This timer got completely away from me. I'm sorry about that. Let's see. I got a little bit of writing done and a lot of chatting done. Let me find where the sprints stopped or where the comments stopped. Ooh, we don't need me that big today. There we go. That's better. Let's see. I thought I marked it. Where did we go? Anyway, Kay said short stories are the way to go for us, Nick. Not longer, just not as shiny. And oh my God, yeah. Inka says, I was so sad I didn't get picked for the under 1K subs thing. Then I remembered that I quit the forum to deal with something else and never went back to it. I've done that before. That's why I'm laughing. I posted some links for people who are sprinting. So those are all in the comments. Carrie and Ilsa, and then Sam is also sprinting later this afternoon. Let's see. Nicole says to Kay, exactly. I love manga so much, and it's time we had a version of that style of storytelling without pictures. That sounds awesome. Hoffman said, I couldn't make a short story to save my life. Yeah, I feel like that. Nicole said Amazon dropped the ball on Bella. Serialized stories can work in English-speaking circles. Yeah, they can. They do in lots of places. Nicole said to Hawthorne she could teach her, and I said that I was the same way about short stories, and then I did it. Nicole is a great short story writing coach. Let's see. Kay also says, I thought I was terrible at them. Once you get that first piece out and get some feedback, though, you'll gain more confidence and get better. That is true. Andy stopped by. Hello, hello. Kay now loves short stories, and they click better with the way her brain works. Yeah, I get that. And Diane stopped by too. Hey, Diane. Nicole says, I think short stories are actually quite liberating. They are difficult at first, but once you get the hang of it, so much possibility opens before you. Yeah. For me, because I'm very wordy, smaller word limits like that are very hard for me. But the challenge, I think, helps with writing novels as well, because you learn to be more concise, and that's never a bad thing. And Kay agrees with Nicole. Hey, Lacey, I didn't see you sneak in. Jump in and late to say hello. Glad you made it by. And Mama Maggie asked if there's a plan for the next anthology. And I said, there is another anthology in the works, and more on that later this year. But stay tuned to the Crohn's Instagram for some other exciting news coming up. And Mel said their belly is full. And Angela snuck in too. Hello, hello. Mostly eating that sprint and pretending I don't have things to do. And Diane says, I'm just waking up. Eventually I will get some oomph. Yeah, he got it. Mel says, I'm enjoying writing horror shorts, to be honest. Yeah, short stories are awesome. And Jesse's taking a little break to rest. Good idea. And Nicole blushes. It's the truth. Just say, yes, I'm a badass short story teacher, because you are. And Inka says, I've been so distracted, I haven't even started these edits yet. Oh, I get that. Andy says, every time I think of writing a short story, I think of Inigo Montoya and his famous lines, introduce yourself, set expectations, etc. Yeah, I love that movie so much. Rita says, I don't think I could write short stories either. Yes, you could. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I am the queen of using too many words to say the things. So, yeah, and here's the Instagram link again. Thanks, Nicole. And Andy says, my brain thinks of things in bullet points, and that becomes my outline. There you go. All right, y'all. That is it for us today. I don't know yet whether I will be sprinting on Friday. I'm waiting for my mother's surgeon or his office to call and tell us what time her appointment is on Friday. So stay tuned to my posts tab and find out there. I'm thinking I'll be able to do it because he said it probably wouldn't be until later that afternoon. So we should have time to sprint on Friday. Comments jumped on me. Let's see. Wait, where'd it go? Inka says I'm okay with flash fiction, but otherwise cannot write short to save my life. I tried with Krampus, but I don't know how to stop simple plot points from becoming convoluted. I get that too. Yeah, we got this one. Okay. Kay, can't wait for the news. Yeah, it's so exciting. And Diane says, don't forget to thumbs up. Thank you so much. Nicole says, I'm a badass short story teacher. Mama Maggie, I got the second episode of season 2 uploaded. Awesome. Okay, Diane's working on getting the art room together. That's amazing. Yeah. Oh, hello, my name is Maggie, and I'm a wordaholic. Oh, same, Maggie, same. You're welcome, Angela. Thanks for hanging out with us. You're welcome, Mel. Thanks for hanging. You are quite welcome, Inka. Glad you made it. Same to you, Diane, and Kay, and Andy. All of you, I love you. Ginny. All right. Be blessed and have a great day. And I think that's a lovely day. I think that's a great place to leave it. So I'm going to head out, and I will catch y'all in some other sprints throughout the day, and hopefully see you Friday morning in mine. Have a great day and happy sprinting, y'all. We will see you soon.